Hope you're all having a great day today. This is Rich from Rich TV Live. And yeah, number one stock for July 2019 is Martello Technologies, which I brought it to you guys a few days ago. Well, I brought it to you months ago, but that was before they had Bruce Linton get terminated. And a few days ago, Bruce Linton got terminated, and he was wearing the Martello shirt. At that point in time, I told you guys that Martello was a stock to watch. At that point in time, it went to 26 cents in Canada. It is now up over 100% since then. Yesterday, it was a holiday in America, July the 4th, and I told everybody in our group chat, it's going to go up 100%. Told everybody in our group chat, it's going to go up 100%. People are like, I don't know, Rich. It's got no volume. I said, mark my words, it will go up 100%. Where's it now, guys? Where's it now? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I told everybody, DRKOF. I told everybody, DRKOF. I told everybody, the most powerful man in the cannabis industry, Bruce Linton. You know, I told you guys, I mean, it's just what I do, man. I make these picks, and wow, what a run. What an epic run. A run of epic proportions. I told you it'd go up 100%, and it did. DRKOF. Let's take a look at where DRKOF is today. Martello Technologies Group is now at 40 cents in America, up 168% on the day. And Canopy Growth gets rid of this man. Canopy Growth terminates and just kicks him to the curb. This man who makes stocks go up 168% in America no one's ever heard of? Let's see where they're at in Canada right now. Martello Technologies Corp is now at 54 cents in Canada, up 31%, traded 11.6 million shares. It's gone from 26 when I brought it to you guys after he was wearing the shirt, from 26 cents to 55 cents now, Big Zini. From 26 cents to 55 cents since I've been bringing you guys these videos, and it keeps going higher. And Canopy Growth, get rid of this man. And everybody in America is trying to say this is a good thing. Okay, I'm going to put it like this. When you get rid of the number one guy in the entire cannabis sector, it's not a good thing. I don't think that's a surprise. Now, does it mean that Canopy will go down? I mean, it's down today. Will it go down long term? Probably not. Probably not. There's a chance they might fail. I mean, there's always a chance. You just lost the number one guy in the industry who's clearly doing a great job for a little technology company called Martello Technologies. Is now at 54 cents and traded 11.6 million shares in Canada out of nowhere just because the man wore the shirt. That's why they are the number one stock right now for July 2019. They are absolutely on fire, and nobody knows how high it's going to go. But I did predict it would go to $1, and we are more than halfway there now. And I predicted it would go to $1 just on hype alone. And we're more than halfway there now. Scott Norris says, hey, Rich, tried buying Martello in the US, but needed a broker and can't be on my TFSA. So sold my NGW and bought more Zenibus. Geez, oh well, 174 Zenibus, 10,200 shares. Wow, you're loaded, buddy. You are loaded. You are fully loaded. So yeah, DRKOF up like 168% in America, up over 30% in Canada. MTLO is a symbol in Canada. Bruce Linton gets terminated from the company that he built. Everybody in America, including Jim Cramer and all the big funds, are all saying, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is a great thing for Canopy Growth. He took them as far as he could take them. Michael Jordan took the Bulls as far as he could take them. 6 championships. Now it's time to terminate him. Yeah, he wanted to stay with the company, but they decided they didn't want him at all. And people think that's a good thing? Really? The most powerful man in the entire sector gets terminated, and that's a good thing for Canopy Growth? Really? Now, I'm not here to say that Canopy's not going to go to $80, and a lot of people are invested in Canopy. Obviously, a lot of hedge funds are invested, a lot of brokers, a lot of investors, a lot of institutions, and they still want to see Canopy go up because they're invested in it. I get it. I get it. But is Canopy Growth really better today than they were last week with Bruce Linton? Because clearly MTLO, once Bruce Linton decided to wear the shirt and put a little bit more emphasis on MTLO, clearly they are already a lot better. They're definitely trading at a much higher price. They've definitely jumped up well over, they've gone from 18 cents to 54 cents without any news. Other than a press release explaining why they have not had any material changes, other than the fact that the man, the myth, the legend wore the shirt. That was the material change. Bruce Linton was terminated from Canopy Growth. That was their material change. No material change as far as revenue, no big acquisitions, no big news. Just the fact that the man, the myth, the legend was terminated from the company he built. But everybody in America wants to write about how it's a good thing for Canopy Growth. He took them as far as he could take them. He took them to the #1 cannabis company in the world. He took them as far as he could take them. Now it's time for new leadership, better leadership. How can you get better leadership than the #1? How can you get better leadership than the #1 cannabis company in the world? Can you get better than that? He took them to be #1, but now it's time for a change. Well, if they were #1, why do you need a change? Oh my goodness. If you're #1, why do you need a change? That's what I want to know. If you are #1, why do you need a change? And why do you need to get rid of him completely? Bruce Linton said to himself, he said, I was disappointed that I had to leave the company completely. Read between the lines. He said, I was disappointed that I couldn't be involved in the company whatsoever that I had built. If you're the #1 company in the cannabis sector, and this is the man that brought you there, and now he's gone completely, are you really better? I say no. I say no. Now, does that mean that the stock doesn't go up? Of course not. The stock could go up. A lot are estimating that in Canada, it goes up to between $77 and $82. And currently it's trading at around, what, 52? They're in the red today. So yeah, I could see them going to $77, $80, even without Bruce Linton. But when Michael Jordan leaves the Bulls, they're not as good. When Kobe Bryant leaves the Lakers, they're not as good. If Kawhi Leonard leaves the Raptors, they will not be as good. The Raptors will spend way less money. If Kawhi leaves the Raptors, they can save a ton of money. But will they be as good? Will they be as competitive? Will they be a champion? I say no. So in the long run, does this make Canopy growth better? In my opinion, I say no. Does this still mean that Canopy growth can be a success? I say yes. It all depends on the management they put in place. It all depends on the new CEO. It all depends on the new direction of the new CEO that they put in place. Because Mark Zekulin isn't going to be there either. He's also going to have to step down because Canopy Growth made a Bruce Linton and Mark Zekulin made a very big mistake. For $4 billion, they gave up 4 board seats and kept 3. Those 4 board seats trump those 3. So now these guys at Constellation Brands say, yeah, you're spending too much money. We don't like this. We like your cannabis company. It's #1 in the world. Good work. Good work, Bruce, building this $1 billion fund, this $1 billion company. But since we've got 4 billion reasons why we now own the board, we don't need you anymore, Bruce. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. So Bruce says, okay, I'm saddened by this. I'll take my 18 million shares and ride off to the sunset. But I'm going to wear this Martello shirt of this little penny stock that's at 18 cents. And we're going to see what we do with this. MTLO in Canada, DRKOF in America. We'll see what we can do. And bam, explosion of epic proportions. And the stock runs from 18 cents when he had the shirt. And today it's at 55 cents in Canada, 40 cents in America. And I predict that we will see it run all the way to $1 just on hype alone. Oh, sorry, it's at 56 cents now. So now Martello is at 56 cents in Canada, and it just keeps going higher. It keeps getting stronger. Jacob says, hey, Rich, T-God, gonna explode. I got a boatload already, and I'm ready for 2020. What do you think? I like T-God, but we want to see some revenue from T-God. Kenny Green says, wow, Rich, MTLO, you're the man, 10 million in volume. I'm not the man. Bruce Linton is the man. Look, Big Zini saying it is now at 57 cents. MTLO is now at 57 cents. Unbelievable. So congratulations to all members who have taken advantage of this move. We brought it to you first when it was at 26 cents, and it has run from 26 cents to 57 cents since our first initial alert. And we're going to continue to watch it. We are going to continue to talk about it. We will continue to feature it. And Martello Technologies, we'd love to have you on our show. Bruce Linton, if you're watching, we would love to have you on Rich TV Live. I would love to interview you. I'd love to hear your side of the story. And we will continue to watch you grow in this sector because you are the Michael Jordan, the Wayne Gretzky, the Usain Bolt, the Michael Phelps of the cannabis industry. You are. And anybody who's kidding themselves that believes that Canopy Growth is better today than they were without you is probably smoking some of that really good product that you guys create. They probably smoking some of that really, really, really good product that you guys create. If they think that their company's better today with you if they think that their company is better today without you than they were with you. I promise you, they are not better today than they were with you. I promise you that. They may be leaner, they may be meaner, they may become closer to profitability, but they will never become what they would have become with Bruce Linton. Mark my words. You will remember this day. You will remember these videos. Mark my words. July the 5th, 2019, the day everybody in the world realized that Canopy Growth made a big mistake. And I said it first. So everybody in America who doesn't understand Canadian ethics, Canadian values, that is writing about how Canopy is a better company today. Bruce took him as far as he could go. We commend Bruce for making us number one, but we had to let him go. Isn't number one pretty good? And weren't they number one by a long mile? Like, it wasn't close, right? So last time I looked, number one was pretty good. He took him to number one, but that's as far as he could go. Number one's pretty good in my books. In my books, number one is pretty good. Scott Norris says, I want to see a partnership, Rich and Bruce. Hey, I'd be down for that. Yep, Mark Pepper is saying Tilray is buying flower from Zena. That is correct. And that will just be the start. That will just be the start. Everyone keeps asking me, Rich, did you buy MTLO? Rich, did you buy MTLO? What difference does it make if I bought MTLO? I'm not going to tell you guys about everything that I buy and everything that I sell on the show. At the end of the day, does it really matter if I bought MTLO? What matters is that I brought another winning pick for our community and that our community is winning. That's what matters. Who cares if I bought MTLO? I bring you guys picks every single day. Whether I buy it or not is insignificant. You shouldn't buy something just because I buy it. You shouldn't buy something just because I sell it. You shouldn't sell something just because I sell it. You shouldn't buy something just because I buy it. At the end of the day, my job is to bring you guys winners, and that's what I do. MTLO has been a big winner. It is the number one stock for July 2019. It's going up every single day. It's building momentum every single day. And whether I buy it or not is insignificant. What matters is whether or not you guys are taking advantage of this enormous momentum in Martello. That's what matters. And whether or not you're winning. Because at the end of the day, my job is to help you guys win. And I think we do a good job of that because we continue to bring you winners and we do it every single day and we will continue to. You know, yesterday I was talking to a couple of people and they're like, Rich, where do you think MTLO goes? And I said, well, between 50 and 60 cents. Well, here it is at 57 cents. I mean, should I buy it? Well, I'm not here to tell you to buy it. Where do you think it's going to go? Well, I think it's going to go between 50 and 60 cents. Oh, so I should buy it then. Well, I'm not here to tell you to buy it. It goes on and on and on in a circle. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or sell. I felt like MTLO was going to go up, and MTLO has been going up. I've been saying it for days. People in our group chat on Telegram were like, Rich, where do you see DRKOF going, Rich? I said, well, I say it goes over 30 cents. I say it's up over 100% tomorrow. It's up over 168%. Well, Rich, it opened up at 35. Well, now it's at 40. I mean, who else is doing this? Nobody else does this. So I really don't have much to say. I've said everything I needed to say. I was 100% correct on MTLO. I was 100% correct on DRKOF. And I'll be 100% correct on our next picks because that's just what we do. I'm not going to say it's too late to buy it because I think it's going to go higher. It's got momentum. And I say it goes higher. But I'm also not here to tell you to buy it. But I'll tell you one thing. If you bought it and you're up, nothing wrong with taking profits. Nothing wrong with taking profits. If you buy it and they're up, nothing wrong with taking profits. 514 Savage says, do you know if the new Canopy CEO will have to buy Canopy stock? I don't see why they would have to buy Canopy stock. Scott Norris, heard a silly rumor Tilray could buy out Zenabis. Is this silly? Possible? Yeah, I don't see that happening. HTX713CC says, Rich, can't buy every stock. I want 8 of them right now, but I can't buy them all. Big Zini says, stop loss equals no regrets when it pulls back. Kenitha Grant says, do you think the news of Bruce will help ACB? I don't see how that helps ACB unless he becomes involved with ACB. I mean, everybody's going to name drop Bruce. I heard another company, Zoomer Media, was up like 80% today, and they put out a press release and they name dropped Bruce. Everybody's going to name drop Bruce. Everybody's going to talk about Bruce. Everyone's going to say, Bruce, 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 Bruce. Join us, Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. Because he's the number one guy in the industry. Do I think that Canopy growth goes up? Yeah. They're going to go up because everybody has too much invested in it. They can't afford to let it go down. But do I think they're better without him? Hell no. Would I think one day when Rich TV Live becomes $1 billion company and one day I get squeezed out, do I think Rich TV Live will be better without me? Hell no. Is there a chance that one day we get too big and I get squeezed out? Yeah. These things happen in business. Might even happen to me. But I have to remember the way Bruce handled it. And one day if I get squeezed out, I'll be wearing a shirt of my new business, just like Bruce, saying all the right things, and just wearing a shirt of the new franchise, the new opportunity, the new business. Just go on BNN, go on CNBC, do all the interviews, and wear a shirt of your new franchise, your new opportunity, your new objective, your new focus. I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And look at the results. The results speak for themselves. This is the most powerful man in the entire sector. Canopy Growth has egg all over their face. They can try to pretend like they're going to be better without him, but they won't. Not saying they won't succeed, not saying they won't go up, but they will never be as good as what they would have been if they kept the man that made them number one. Because last time I looked, number one is pretty good. So when they're saying, oh, we really commend your successes, Bruce, for building this in 2013 from a small little nothing company to the largest global leader in cannabis in the world. We commend you for your hard work and efforts for making us the number one cannabis company in the world. But now it's time to kick you to the curb, Bruce. Number one wasn't good enough, Bruce. Now it's time to kick you to the curb. We don't need Michael Jordan. We don't need Wayne Gretzky. We don't need Michael Phelps. We don't need Usain Bolt. We don't need the founder, the visionary, the CEO who made us number one. We'll take this shell. We'll put our own CEO in place. And we're going to make it leaner and meaner and better than ever before without Bruce Linton. Justin says, headshot, this, that, headshot. Scott Norris says, this is why Aurora isn't looking for one big company like Constellations. Get several. Yeah, you don't want to give away control. What happened to Bruce is good for the whole sector in a way now where everybody sees what relinquishing control can do to them. Now, at the end of the day, I've had a few days to think about it. I don't feel sorry for Bruce because Bruce has got MTLO now. Bruce has got everybody calling his phone. Everybody wants Bruce to work with them. Bruce also has 18 million shares. He's got $900 million in stock. So I can't feel too bad for the guy. But as an investor, logically, I know that Canopy Growth will never be as good as what they would have been. They'll never be as good as what they could have been. Never. Roseanne says, Bruce could do a Steve Jobs. No, he could. I mean, that would be pretty crazy if he did. HTX713CC says, I know he created it, but the game changed once Kronos invested billions. I think he did everything he could, no failures. He knew, he accepted the deal. He was accepting a buyout. Yeah, he knew. He knew, he admitted it, that they only had 3 board seats. Constellations had 4. He knew he could be ousted at any time. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a pretty bold move for Constellation Brands to get rid of the guy that made them number 1. Constellation Brands didn't make them number 1. Bruce did. Constellation's Brands just bought out the number 1 company. They bought out the CEO and the co-CEO for $4 billion. They took over the company. It's like somebody who builds this really nice car and they spend 6 years building it, and it's now the nicest car in the world. And, they say, oh, we need some partners because we want to really sell these cars and we want to put them all over the world. And they say, okay, well, I'll be your partner. How much do you need? Well, I only need a few $100,000. Well, you know what? I'll give you a few million, but I want control of this car. And if this car becomes really, really popular, I want the ability to control the company. Well, how much are you willing to give? I'll give you, forget a few $100,000. I'll give you 10 million. Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, but I want 4 board seats. Well, that gives you control. Well, that's what we want. We're giving you more money than you're willing to put in. You don't even have 10 billion, right? You don't have 10 million, right? No? Okay. Well, we'll buy the car and the business for 10 million. Well, that's more money than we've ever seen. Well, that's what we want to do. Then the company blows up to this huge company, becomes the next big powerhouse, and they say, you know what? We don't need you anymore. But you're like, but this is my company. Well, I don't really care. We wrote the check. We gave you more money than you've ever seen. Now you get a nice little bio package. Good luck to you. Canopy will never be as good without the guy who built that car as they would with the guy who built the car. He knows every little thing he did to get where he got. Every little detail of that company, he knows. There's no way they're as good today as they were without him. Doesn't mean they won't succeed. Doesn't mean they still won't be number 1. Doesn't mean that they won't become a billion-dollar giant. I just don't think they'll ever be as good as they would have with Bruce. HTX713CC says, and he knows running a billion-dollar company isn't the same. You said he's invested and it's good for him. I just don't think it's good when you lose the visionary, the guy who built them to be number 1. It's not like he built them to be last. He built them to be number 1, and then he got ousted. That's right, Sherry. They think they can do better without him. It's pretty arrogant. I don't agree with their assessment at all. But that's just me. Big Zini says, hoodwinked. I'm disappointed in Bruce, to be honest. Well, don't be disappointed in Bruce. Bruce said, he goes, we were offered $4 billion. It was too much of an offer to refuse. We had to take the money. Maybe Bruce knew that he was in over his head and he needed the money I don't think Bruce is a bad guy or a dumb guy. He clearly knows what he's talking about. I mean, look at DRKOF. Look at MTLO. He clearly has clout. He clearly has power. He clearly has the ability to make things happen. So maybe he knows something about Canopy Growth that we don't know. Maybe he needed the $4 billion and he knew that they were going to go bankrupt if they didn't get the $4 billion, but he needed the $4 billion. Maybe Canopy Growth is destined to be a big spender and maybe they're not going to become profitable, and maybe he knows that. Maybe he's smarter than all of us think and he knew that Canopy was destined for failure. Maybe. Maybe. That's what Sherry's saying. Bruce is smart. Maybe he wants out at this point. Maybe he pushed his way out because he knew he was in over his head and he didn't know how to fix the spending problems. Maybe. Wow, the MTLO volume is 13 million shares. That is crazy. Maybe Bruce wanted to work on other projects and he knew that this is the way to go because maybe he's like, you know what? This is a big mess now. This is a big global company. It's turned into a big mess. Maybe I'll just walk away, take my 18 million shares and run. Make it someone else's problem now. I'm just speculating. I find it kind of interesting that the man gets terminated, wears a Martello shirt, and the stock runs from 18 cents to 57 cents in days after the man is terminated. This is why Martello is now the #1 stock in July 2019. Will this continue? I believe that this goes to $1 just on hype alone. When? I have no idea. Did I think this was going to go to 57 cents in like 3 days? No. Did I think that this was going to go up? Yes. That's why I brought you guys the pick. Do I think it can continue to go up just on momentum alone? Absolutely. How high? I'm not sure, but I predicted it would go to $1, so I'm going to stick to my prediction. We're more than halfway there. So why not go to $1 at this point? I don't believe Bruce is a part of Canopy Rivers either. I don't believe in this termination Bruce is part of Canopy Rivers, Canopy Growth, or Acreage anymore in any capacity. I also believe he has a non-compete in Canada. So he can't compete in the cannabis sector in Canada for, I would say, at least a certain amount of years. I'm not sure how long, but he made it very clear that he cannot compete and do any business with cannabis companies in Canada, but he can internationally. But he's allowed to work with Martello Technologies, which is a technology company. So, love to know your guys' opinions. If you like this video, smash the like button, share the video everywhere. Remember, if we win, and you win, and I win, we all win. So Martello Technologies is just another winner for our entire community. Congratulations for all of you that have won on Martello Technologies. I hope it continues to ride. I wish everybody a happy July the 4th long weekend. Hope you guys all had a great day yesterday. I wish you all a great weekend. And I will keep my eyes on the prize. If MTLO or any other companies have any other big news, anything that's trending, I will let you know, and I'll let you know first. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best community in the world. I am in talks with a few other companies. This week, I did interview brand new IPO BevCana. I interviewed Emma Andrews, the CCO, Chief Communications Officer of BevCana. Keep your eyes on BevCana. I also am in talks with, I'm not going to mention the names, 2 other companies that I'm looking to interview and potentially do tours of their facilities, similar like I've done with Zenabis. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, we are quickly becoming the #1 platform for cannabis news, stocks, information in the whole world. We don't just talk stocks. We interview the CEOs. We do tours of the facilities and so much more, and analysis. So we're going to continue to stay tuned. 2 more companies that I'm looking at that I should be talking to very, very soon. And I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Yo, mad respect, Big Zini. I got love for you too, bro. Mad respect. I got love for the whole community. You guys are the best community in the world. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And Sherry, I'm going to make you a moderator. Don't know why you're not a moderator, but I just added you as a moderator, Sherry. So thank you for everything that you guys do. And if there's any other picks that I should be watching, please let me know, guys. If you haven't used richtvlive.com, go to www.richtvlive.com. A great tool for news, updates, articles. We have our own article writers now that will literally watch these videos and they will write articles based on my opinion. It's pretty amazing. We've got the cannabis sector there. You can see all the gainers in Canada and the US. You can see the decliners, all the top stocks in the cannabis sector every single day. We are also working on building the cryptocurrency list of all the top cryptocurrency picks every single day onto Rich TV Live. So we will have that on there soon. You can see all of our rich picks there every single day. So you can watch our picks and follow with us there as well. You can also see all of our videos. All of our videos that we post every single day are posted on Rich TV Live. So they're there as well. So thank you guys for your support. Continue to win. If there's any other picks that we are missing or we need to watch or I should be looking at that you think the community can win with, please drop it in the group chat. Agra is one of the companies that I'm talking to. It's true, Kenny. Agriflora is another company that we are speaking to. We are very likely going to interview them next week. They're traveling. They know about Rich TV Live. They'd like to be in front of this community. So they're another big giant that has over 2 million square feet here in Vancouver. So we're very excited about potentially working with them as well. So stay tuned. We've got a whole bunch of tricks up our sleeves, a whole bunch of companies that we're looking to talk to, interview, and have on our show. So like I said, guys, if you're not winning, you're probably not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. But before that, I got a song for Bruce because we made this prediction a long time ago, and Il Kid and myself knew that this day was coming. We had some foresight, and we knew that this day was coming for Martello, that it would explode, and it has. Listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics. Bruce, this song is dedicated to you, my friend. That woman can dig a ditch. Their city was involved with the criminals and the corrupt. You kid. People need dramatic examples. Rich TV Live. As a man. Bruce Wayne, gotta get it. Cruising in my Batmobile. Buying all the acreage for a big 3.4 billion deal. Whoa, gotta get the gadgets. Floating on rivers. Don't forget MTLO, stacking them digits. Now we fighting in Gotham. We don't have time for jokers until it's legalized federally. There'll be a ton of smokers. Can it be growth court? It's the #1 bomb. If you look up, you see the signal in the sky. Yeah, based in Ontario. I'm like, here we go.
Putting all my money on this one. You can hear through the stereo. Canopy, biggest in the world. No one else could ever beat them. So I'm putting this track out for the people so you gain financial freedom. Bruce Wayne in the city. Canopy is #1. Staying at the very top. The Batmobile got so much fun. We ain't got no time for jokers. Penguins or no Mr. Freeze. Catwoman can dig a ditch. I bring that bitch right to her knees. Bruce Wayne in the city. Canopy is #1. Staying at the very top. The Batmobile got so much fun. We ain't got no time for jokers. Penguins or no Mr. Freeze. Catwoman can dig a ditch. I bring that bitch right to her knees. Can Batman get out of this one? He tied up like shit, son. He need Robin for backup. He get snapped up every season. Tweed, that's all we really need. It's time to plant the seed, smoking on some good weed. Constellation invested big, now they got 38%. You can see it, we fighting crime. Now's the time we gotta win. 6 licensed facilities, over 600,000 square feet, producing so many kilograms. My God, it's still so sweet. Czech Republic, Africa, Brazil, Jamaica, Canada, United States, Brazil, make no mistakes. Denmark, UK, Germany, plus Spain. Canopy is worldwide. I hope you heard what I'm saying. Bruce Wayne in the city. Canopy is #1. Staying at the very top. The Batmobile got so much fun. We ain't got no time for jokers. Penguins or no Mr. Freeze. Catwoman can dig a ditch. I bring that bitch right to her knees. Bruce Wayne in the city. Canopy is #1. Staying at the very top. The Batmobile got so much fun. We ain't got no time for jokers. Penguins or no Mr. Freeze. Catwoman can dig a ditch. I bring that bitch right to her knees. I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you?
It's so funny, when we made that song, never did we dream that Bruce Wayne, the superhero, Bruce Linton, would not be a part of this company. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. All right, guys. Have a nice weekend. Your boy Rich from Rich to Be Live, and I'm out. Peace.